Good morning, world changers. I hope you're all well. So it is day 53 of the 100 Days of Self-Discovery Challenge. So I'm just wondering how you got on with yesterday's question. I know I got some messages from people struggling with that question, which is an indication that, there's a little bit of work to be done. Because I don't know if you remember yesterday's question, it should be what do you like about yourself? Now, as I mentioned in the video yesterday, if you do struggle with this question, because when we do personal development, we should be able to know ourselves so well that we know our qualities and our strengths and our good points. We should be able to just rattle them off like that, because we should be celebrating ourselves and celebrating our wonderful selves. And that's not saying it's not a big-headed thing or getting ideas above your station or anything like that, which is a very British characteristic. It's just, it's a good thing to recognise your strengths, because when we recognise our strengths, we can also recognise our weaknesses and the areas that we need to, work on to reach our true potential. So if you've not completed yesterday's question, do not move on to today, because it's essential. Everything's in a sequence. We're building on the questions, and today's question is very much leading on from that. So please persevere with that and work out your good points, what you really like about yourself. So today's question is, what 10 words best describe the real you? Now, the real you is the key part to this question, because it's not about what you would like to be, what you think you are, what you're not. It is very much describing the real you as you see yourself, not what you think others will think of you. It's you, the real you, and getting to understand yourself. So, some sub-questions that you can think about to help you with this question. When you write those list of words, how do they make you feel? What's the emotions that come up? Are you proud of the description, the 10 words that you've used to describe yourself? Are you horrified? Are you embarrassed? Do you feel comfortable with those 10 words? And ideally, you do want to feel comfortable with them. You might have identified some words that you think, that's not quite a good quality. But really look at that and go, well, why do you think it's not a good quality? Or how could it be turned into a good quality? How can you work on it to improve it? So, one of my words is stubborn. I can be extremely stubborn at times. And sometimes I become so blinkered. I get fixed on a way of doing something, which means I block out all other possibilities until somebody comes along and states the bleeding obvious to me. But however, I am open and receptive to that at times from the right person. But my stubbornness has also served me well, because it makes me, I've got a doggedness about me that I'm like, when I set my mind to do something, I do it, and no amount, I might take the most difficult route to bloody do it because I'm doing my own stubborn route. However, I accept it, and, I do get that, and I accept that's my trait, and I am working on improving it. I've identified it, and I've identified there are easier ways to do it, and I'm aware of it. So this is not about being critical, it's about being aware, because when you best work out your 10 words, the good, bad, and needs improvement, then that's when you can absolutely start working on those areas to improve them and turn it around. Awareness is the key to change. If you're not even aware of the problem, you can't find the solution to it, and you can't start working on it. So do not criticise yourself whilst doing this list. So another good exercise to do is think about who knows you best and what 10 words they would use to describe you. And look at those two lists. How do they compare? Are you spot on with, or are they spot on with the way they see you? Are you missing qualities in yourself that you didn't recognize, you didn't realize that that's how other people see you? And how do you feel about the way other people see you, especially somebody that really is close to you and does know you well? So look at those lists and compare them and work out how you feel about that. And you know, the qualities that you do like, think about how you can build on those, you can enhance on those, and the areas that you're not so keen on, think about how you can work to improve them. You know, what qualities, the areas that you don't, the words that you don't like, what words would you like them to be like? You know, what would you like to change it to? So my stubbornness, I would like to turn it around to a more empowering word, I suppose, would be driven or determined, or I was going to say single-minded, but that's not the right word. Well, I suppose what I'm trying to say is I know my own mind and I trust my own journey that I've got to go on. So, you know, if I am stubborn and I am determined that I am going to do it a certain way or see something a certain way, then I trust that that's the lesson I've got to learn, and I'm comfortable with that. I accept that. That's my journey, that's my path, and there will be a lesson in there somewhere. Whether it's to do it a completely different way, that's totally fine. I will learn that lesson, and nothing is a mistake if you learn from it. So, and that is what personal development is all about, and getting to know yourself is all about. It's about making the mistakes, and it is learning along the way and growing from those mistakes. Never be afraid to make mistakes and errors, because, you know, it's in the trying that we grow and we learn, and, you know, that's when we go on to the next level. If you're never trying anything, you just stay stuck. You stay stagnant. You don't grow. You know, you don't reach your true potential, and you do not learn about yourself. And if you do not learn about yourself and understand yourself, you cannot truly work out what makes you happy, what makes you healthy, and create the life that you really want to live. So I'm going to leave it there. Have fun with the question, be curious, be cheeky, be playful, do not criticize, and just be accepting of yourself. You know, you're a wonderful, unique person in progress, developing yourself to reach your true progress, your true potential. So don't, you know, give yourself a good pat on the back for that. Celebrate that, because, you know, not everybody is doing this. You're a step ahead of most people because you are listening to this video and you are doing this 100 days self-discovery challenge. So, love to you all, take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.